Hello to everyone joining us. Saludos a México también, la gente que nos esté sintonizando desde México. Saludos. Bienvenidos a todos. Welcome. Thank you so much, guys, for taking the time to check out our very first virtual concert of the year. It's definitely it's challenging. It's you got to wear a whole bunch of different hats. You know, you're the janitor, you're craft services, you're the audio engineer, you're everything. But I'm really happy with the outcome.
Beautiful. And we're excited to have a conversation, una conversación aquí
Claro.
a través del tiempo y el espacio, especially in these times of social isolation. This is beautiful to watch. It reminds us of the beauty of the world.
Indeed.
Um, and I just, a first question, I think some of our audience members had this question too about just your formation as a group. You harmonize so beautifully,
Thank
in your music, and I'm sure I think that reflects also your social harmony as a group. And we're just wondering how you met and how you got together, how you worked together.
Yeah, we've known each other for a very, very long time. About 20,
More than 20 years.
more than 20 years, says Melinda. So we've known each other for a very long time, and the opportunity came upon us last year to get together and make music together in a formal, situation like this. And it's pretty amazing because I remember there was one song that we rehearsed, and I told the girls, "Hey, rehearse the song, we'll get together and we'll practice it." And when we played it for the first time together, like our very first rehearsal, I was like, "Whoa, that's pretty cool." Like the harmony was on point right away. It was just it just was so satisfying for me as a musician. I was just so happy. I mean, we have Powerhouse over here to my right and left. So it's amazing, and I'm excited for what's to come. Do you guys want to say something?
Sure, why not? I would just like to say that I'm honored to be able to finally work with these two women right here sitting to my left. Like I said, I've known them for over 20 years. Nelly and I actually worked together a long time. So did Swami and I. And then it just happened. Like the opportunity came up and right. So Nelly and I were in Mariachi Divas together. And then Swami and I were in Mariachi Mujer 2000 together. Also, we played in Los Angeles together, Mariachi Imperial de Mexico. Yeah. So, so throughout the years, like, it wasn't just a working relationship. Like we came to be like family. Like I love them like my sisters, and I've always seen them like that. And that's never gonna change, no matter what. So
It's been too long.
yeah, like they're stuck on me. It's like, yeah, like, like fungus just sticks on you. I'm just kidding. Beautiful fungus, like nice pink sparkly fungus. No, but I love these girls so much, and they know it, and they always make me feel welcome. Like when I'm at their home, I feel like I'm at home. Oh my goodness, breakfast always feels like I'm in a cafe because we're sitting by the window in the dining room, sitting at the table, and Miss Rachel Ray, chef right here, always cooks up a great breakfast.
Make a better menudo, though.
She said it. And then she's like, Alexa, play bossa nova. And then, like, I swear it's like I'm in a cafe. So it's beautiful. I love it. And it's just it's a reflection. I mean, I know Swami's parents, I know Nelly's parents. It's a beautiful relationship, and it's family. And especially right now with everything going on, we come to realize the great things in life, and we appreciate what we don't have anymore and hope to have it back one day. So I'm very, very grateful to be here with these ladies.
Bravo, bravo. Nelly, ¿quieres decir algo?
I can't supersede you guys. You've said it all. So we'll continue on with the questions.
Okay. Yeah, well, thank you. I was very struck by your repertoire, your song selection. mean, you have all the classics and the standards of the bolero repertoire. You have rancheras. You also have Havana. I know you debuted with Irreemplazable, which it's originally Irreplaceable.
Yep.
So I wonder how, how you're drawn to which songs, like Havana, like why those songs, and then you transform them into something completely new. So there's something so exciting that's so transcultural and really a new offering. But what draws you to those songs, specifically the English ones, especially the pop English ones?
Yeah, so since this is a fairly new group, we are starting to kind of see what our sound is going to be, as this ensemble. So all of us have a solid mariachi music background. So we have all that repertoire engraved in our brain and hearts as well. So we have that, going on. But then it's funny, actually, Irreplaceable and Daddy Lessons are songs that were recommended to me by Miss Melinda over here on a car ride home from a gig. And Irreplaceable came on in Spanish, and she said, "Oh my God, we got to do this one." And I thought, I think that'd be kind of fun. So, I put that arrangement together for that. And then another time she played Daddy Lessons in the car on the way home from a gig as well. And I'm like, whoa, that's actually a really cool song. I love the vibe of it. I love how it's, it grooves. And a couple weeks later, I made a demo of it for the girls to rehearse. And now it's on the album. Yeah. Shout out to Jaime Moreno from Fresno, who played the accordion on their Dan Franklin on the mandolin, Roger Gonzalez on the harmonica on there, Justin Klunk on the baritone sax as well. Am I missing? He didn't play on that one. Yeah. So that's kind of how those two songs came along. Havana, it's a current pop tune. It's fun to play, but then we just give it our own little twist to it.
Wonderful. So I was also thinking that you play music somewhat also with your clothing, or at least, in a different way. And I had a question about, your attire. I don't know if that's customized. I mean, it's a singular piece. It's an original piece, but it's also evoking or evocative of mariachi somewhat as well. So I don't know. It's just be interesting to hear your choices in terms of your attire and la política de la indumentaria, right?
Yeah. Well, fortunately, we are in this ambiente and we come across many talented people, and a lot of the times those talented people become very, very good friends. And someone that I love very much, Noé Villagrana, he is the person behind our wardrobe. He came up with the black jackets that have all the jewels on it. That was his original design. And also in the other video that we did for Tu Solo Tu, he made the jackets as well. So he came up with the look. And shout out to Noé. We love you, boo. We love you so much. And thank you so much for your talent, your hard work. And you are just such a wonderful person. And we really, really love you. Thank you so much for that.
Can't wait for what else you'll create.
Yeah.
How exciting. So, I mean, you have this background in mariachi, and you have training in music, professional and otherwise. Can you say a little bit about what, because you're not in a mariachi group, you're not a mariachi per se, you're a trio, which evokes, the trio tradition of the bolero, but also, trios, well, the Supremes, or TLC, like these other trios, right? From other musical traditions as well. So what does it do for you, like, to work in three, or to take this this format of performance, and that is three, and that has a history of threes?
I'm a big fan of harmony, of just 3-part harmony, and that soothes my soul. So it's definitely a little more challenging as well to work as this ensemble, just a small ensemble, because this is it. You gotta be on game, on point for your show, because it's like a microscopic view of the music you're listening to. So you really gotta you have the music prepared and all that. As a trio, you're gonna hear us direct. So aside from that, like I was saying, the harmonies are something that I really love, and once those three voices just blend and click together, it's just magic. It's a beautiful feeling. It's very
Can I say
nice.
something about that?
Yeah.
So when you're recording in the studio, a lot of the times you rehearse your part and then you come in, and sometimes things change. Or oh, you know what? No, sing this part instead, or sing this, and things change, and that's completely fine. But when you have the final product, it sounds great, right? So then I go home and I'm like practicing, and then I'm trying to figure out, wait, which part did I sing? Because seriously could not tell if Swemi or I was on the high part on one of the songs, and I had to call her. I'm like, hey, who's singing the high part? Because I don't know what part to sing right here. And it's the blend that makes it like magic. Like it makes it work. And you have to have like the right blend. Not all the same, but each voice has to have its own characteristic, and those three characteristics got to mesh and they got to blend, and it makes it sound great. And then like
does.
Swami's arrangements, ni que se diga.
Cuánto te
does.
debo? No, it's nice. I mean, over time, that's why I'm so stoked about the very few that we've only rehearsed a handful of times. And like I said, the very first time that we got together, I was just like, wow, that sounds great already. I can't wait for what else is to come musically with us. So it's great.
It is beautiful, and you can tell. I mean, we could hear that blend and each of your individual voices. There's a question well, there's several questions from our audience.
Yeah.
What would be the perfect venue and audience for you all?
You guys have a
Super Bowl.
Oh man.
Go big or go home, baby.
You guys have one that comes up?
I said Super Bowl.
You have one?
That's like right there. No, I don't actually.
I mean, I haven't ever performed overseas, like only Beijing, but I would love to go somewhere in like Europe to perform, because I mean we played in Mexico. We love going and playing in Mexico. Individually we have gone, but we'd love to go to Europe. That'd be cool. Spain, be fun.
Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, they're waiting to hear you guys. I assure you.
Yeah.
If you could sing with anyone alive or past, who would that be and why?
I think
And which song?
Oh gosh, which song? That's even harder. Nelly?
Oh, yeah, that's a hard question.
We're on the spot.
There's so many.
Yeah.
Okay, well, maybe you can think about it as we go over other questions. There's a lot. We are in a moment of pandemic, and it affects us all in difficult ways, in very different ways sometimes, but nevertheless hard. How are you doing in holding up in this pandemic as musicians? And when do you, I don't know, foresee yourselves actually having a live performance?
It's tough. Not gonna lie. It's really tough. Music industry right now is kind of at a pause. And for me, when was it, March, that the whole craziness began? I said, you know what? I need to learn how to I need to put my own recording studio together at home to be able to, to be able to survive, to do some recording gigs from home and and I went on to the YouTube University and I learned how to record from home, and I got the gear I needed, and next thing you know, we recorded an album in this room. I've done some recording gigs for people outside of California as well, so that has helped me a little bit, but it's difficult, definitely difficult, but it has given me more time to be creative. So that in that department, I'm thankful because I can just focus on creativity and aquí me encierro. I lock myself up here in the studio and just go to town musically, you know? So you guys, you want to say something?
I took the advantage and kind of went back to school. So, um,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
She just yeah.
Well, yeah, I earned my bachelor's 2015, I think it was. Yeah, 2015, aviation administration. So I love aviation. I go flying whenever I get a chance. So during this pandemic,
Why are you being modest? She's
What?
a pilot. She actually flies the planes.
I take a little time and go flying once in a while just to accumulate some hours and so. But I mean, I've had the time finally. So then recently I went back and I said I wanted an aircraft dispatching license. That was a challenge, definitely. But 3 months, well, it started back in February. Pandemic hit, class got canceled. Tried back in like summertime. Again, it got canceled. Tried again in November and finally went through. And just, what day was it? Friday?
Yeah.
Friday, I officially passed the exam, and I'm official aircraft dispatcher. Like I said, it was a challenge, but this pandemic gave me that time to do that. I took advantage of that time and, did something with my life.
So impressive.
Very modest.
I'm just impressed more and more with you guys. It's really beautiful. And I think it's, oh, you wanted to say something, Melinda.
No, it's okay.
Siempre no.
And this has to do with that, the fact you're just such accomplished people, musicians, professionals in this world. And some of our audience members have questions about recommendations for, I think one of them was even saying that their baby was looking at you mesmerized. And, it speaks also just as a metaphor for how, the younger generation is looking up to you or to also be doing something like you. So what would be your advice to achieve that and to take that path that you have taken? But what would be your advice for other aspiring musicians in this world?
Never give up. Just keep going, keep going. You're going to come across some roadblocks and you just got to, pass those and jump the hurdles and all that. And you just got to keep doing it because you will get to your destination, to the prize. You will, I promise you. You just got to keep going. For those musicians out there, practice, practice, practice. That's always something that will just make you better and better, ultimately.
I agree.
Yeah?
I agree.
They agree, they say.
Yes. Yes.
Take advantage of what's, the situation that we're in and write new music,
Don't limit yourself either.
Yeah, and don't ever think that you can't. You can don't program yourself to be like, I don't think I can do that. I'm not capable of that. There's no way. You can. You can totally do it. Anything is possible.
Absolutely, I agree.
Yeah. So in thinking about that, the possibility also and defying, right? And claiming your voice. Music in Spanish is not a new thing here in this country or in this state at all. But I was wondering, what is it like to, you know, sing in Spanish in this time, in this moment, here in Los Estados Unidos or in Mexico, but especially in this particular moment, to be singers with that tradition and also offering a new vision in Spanish as well. Um, what is the significance of that socially, culturally, politically for you as a group?
Well, I mean, I'm definitely proud of singing in a language that
You
you,
grew up listening.
I grew up listening to. Yeah, from that my parents taught me. You know, music that I grew up listening to, thanks to my parents. You know, so I'm definitely and always will be proud of that. You want to say something?
Same. I mean, I think all three of us grew up speaking Spanish. Spanish is our first language, and you know, and we thankfully I kept it. I speak Spanish pretty like 80% of the time. I don't want to lose it. I'm teaching my son as well to speak Spanish. I think it's a great idea to keep the new generation speaking Spanish so they don't lose it. I mean, I see some kids, you know, start speaking English. They're here. Parents speak English, so they kind of start losing it. And that's my goal personally. I speak Spanish at home all the time, just for the sake of my son. You know, it comes in handy sometimes. You know, we have people from everywhere in this country, so the more you know, the better for you. I agree.
Singing in English and Spanish, you reach more people, more audiences. You bring together more people.
So para cerrar con broche de oro, I know we have questions about the future of Ellas and where do you see yourselves heading from, or any other songs in the works? What you know, what are you working on currently? And yeah, just your future in the shorter, long run, how you see that vision.
Yeah, I mean, right now, like you know, for obvious reasons, we can't perform publicly, but once we have a green light to do that, we're gonna go crazy with that, and hopefully, you know, hopefully, we can travel and perform live for everybody. Regarding music, we're kind of sizzling on our album right now, but eventually we would like to put out original music for the next recorded material that will go out. So along with some, you know, covers with different arrangements, but I would love to you know, to be a little bit, to try out original music and see how, like what we were saying earlier, like I'm a little nervous about that. I don't know how, if that'll work, but I'm gonna try it and see if it does or not, you know.
You never know.
We'll see. Yeah, exactly. You never know until you try.
That's
So
so exciting. Well, we'll be on the lookout. We're going to enjoy your brand new album and be following you
yeah,
in this path and your this beautiful journey that you've started. So again,
thank you.
congratulations.
Thank you.
It's a fabulous concert and you're a fabulous group. So thank you so much for joining us here. Y si Merced and the world and todo el mundo. Best of luck to you, to Ellas.